That's the shed so far, gentlemen. Let's just see if we can't track out a little bit.
Alright, hold on. Let me get the spiel.
I want you looking into the sun and nearly blind. Is that okay?
Good.
Okay.
Here's an update on what we've been doing with the saw sharpening shed.
Talk about that car tire on the ground. What did we do? Did we make that?
Here's a progress update on the sawmill sharpening shed. Just a couple of items of note. You'll probably see it in some of the videos, but everything that we've done so far, we've tried to panelize. So for the base, after we poured all that concrete...
Wait 1 second. Let me extend one of these legs, because if the camera's shaking while you're doing that, it's going to look like hell.
I'm going to be talking. To expedite things, what we really tried to do before we poured the concrete was to panelize sections of the shed. So that being said, after the concrete was done, we put in spacer blocks, which are the solid cinder blocks, which are 8x16, put them as a spacer, and then put in 8x8 beams that we cut as runners all the way down for the 42-foot length of the shed. After that, then we started taking the panelized sections of the floor, which, like this one, stretched 6 feet. And so it was, what, 7 full panels to go all the way down, 6 foot wide, 16 foot long, all 2x12 joists, all cut on the mill. And then after we did that, the only part that we've bought so far for the shed is the subfloor. We put that in, and then the wall panels are also panelized. So just like the base is, this section to 6 feet, and you can see it because the studs are doubled up. They're stacked, 7 pieces in the front, 7 pieces in the back, and then the 2 gable ends are 8-foot sections and then a modified section on the front end. So it really speeds up the process when you're trying to assemble things. Like I've said in a couple of other videos, we're running out of time for the season. If you've noticed behind me, there's leaves on the ground and things are changing. After all of that was stood up, we strapped the walls. It's 2x4, also cut at the mill. It's all horizontally run, so that way when we go to side the building, all of it is going to be vertical shiplap or vertical board and batten. Still on the fence about which one. It'll get shot into all this, but it has an actual solid backer. We don't have to worry about anything pulling out or spreading or having any issues. I'd say one of the biggest things to note is, just like the sawmill shed, the sharpening shed is out of the ground. Where we are, there's a ton of moisture and also a ton of snow. So it saves us from having to shovel our way in. It also saves the building from, you know, getting rot and extra moisture that it doesn't need. It's going to have a nice tall staircase to go in, and then we've been working on the roof system, 2x10 cut at the sawmill, and then we're going to put on the eaves and then hopefully face the fronts and then get it all ready for metal roofing. And then once that's done, we can start to weather tight it and work our way inside and finally set up all the stuff we need to sharpen all of our blades. As always, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really does help us out. We'll see you on the next one.
Except we're not, because we're going to do a little walk around.
Oh, all right.
So I'm going to follow you while you talk,
that's fine.
and then let's do that. All right.
I'm going to try to
While
stay on
you
my
trip.
feet. So as you come around the gable end,
And while my battery's on the ground, so... Okay. And let me pick that up. All right, we're back. Back to it, folks.
watch your step with all the rocks.
Okay.
So, gable end. Oh, by the way, also, all of this is 8" minus stone, which I think you saw in some of the other videos, with 3/4 and 1 inch on top. Out back, we ended up pouring 5 piers. And right now we have our carrying beam set on temporary posts. We have the back porch rafters run, but you can kind of get a sense of the space for covered storage that we're gonna have, which is really a premium for us. I'll walk to the end so you can get a size of scale. Again, He was supposed to stay at that end.
Sorry about that,
He
folks.
really wanted to follow me. The other thing that we're gonna do is use this not for a drying shed, but to keep slabs and some other material that we cut at the mill out of the weather. While we have been covering things with stickers, bunks, and bi-rib metal roofing, it's just a lot easier to be able to walk into a racked system, pull out what you need, and not have to uncover everything and then redo it, especially once it starts snowing. Yeah, we'll get everything kind of dressed up, and then once we get closer, we'll give you another tour and you can kind of get a sense of the size of the building.
Sausage, crispy hash browns, rice,
Let me cross. Yep. I can do another. Yep.
Don't show yourself, bro.
Film dried at 11%.
I'm like,
The main character, the detective.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. But then we want to push the
in a fillet.
and a fillet.
Clean 'em up, land.
Trying to get that burn smell all
Down
over there?
this-
Yeah, you gotta do that. Wait.
Got it. I'm going down.
Wait.
Hold on.
We gotta go to the left. Not gone well.
Going well.
When you land in a bog full of grass, and then you go falling, I don't know which.
No, it has snow, but then it peels off. It dustles off your end.
What you want, bro?
No, it's not. Got it? Yep. Sadly enough, yes. Keep doing it.
Apparently you have to build up steam before you lose it, so that's where we went wrong.
That's our
Critical mistake, sorry.
Andrew's
Never
steam.
built up steam.
Yep, Andrew's.
Gonna be little structures. 2 rafters,
Good.
4-foot center. All right, Thanks again for watching. Appreciate it.
Goodbye. We love you.